Tim Cook has been the CEO of Apple for over a decade, but with Cook hitting 63, the street is busy wondering who at Apple can take over from him should he decide to retire. A report by Bloomberg says there are a few internal candidates who are possible successors. Pihu Yadav has more on who could succeed Cook. Pihu.
First, let me make this clear. At 63, Cook may be older than most Fortune 500 CEOs, but he has not indicated that he plans to retire anytime soon. So this is purely a hypothetical exercise. That being said, the street speculates that when he retires, the reins will likely go to an insider. One, because they understand the company's culture, strategy and product stable, and two, because tradition. Cook was the chief operating officer to Steve Jobs when Jobs stepped down and Cook was named CEO. From that perspective, longtime Apple tracker Mark Gurman put forward a list of 4 Apple insiders who could be potential successors. First is the current Chief Operating Officer, Jeff Williams, who has been with the company since 1998 and currently oversees the worldwide operations, among other things. However, at only 2 years younger than Cook, Williams' age could pose a challenge, especially if Cook stays for another 3 to 5 years. Next is Apple's Senior Vice President of Software Engineering, Craig Federighi. While he is responsible for iOS and macOS, he has no proven track record in business, which could work against him. There's also Deirdre O'Brien, who oversees Apple's retail operations. She's been with Apple for 30 years, but has not played a big role in the company. The last name on Gurman's list is John Ternes, Apple's Senior VP of Hardware Engineering. He joined Apple's executive team in 2021, and at 49 years old, he's in charge of basically all the money-making hardware for Apple. He's also becoming an important face for the company. Just this week, Cook called on to him to introduce the iPad Air during the Let Loose event on May 7. He is a rising star who definitely cannot be discounted. But like we said, all of this is hypothetical. Cook is likely to remain at Apple for next few years, and despite some troubles, Cook managed to fill Jobs' shoes fairly well. So anyone who takes over will have their work cut out for them.
Well, yes, big shoes to fill as and when somebody does decide to take over, if necessary and when necessary. Pihu, many thanks. The Delhi court has ordered framing of charges against